What's going on, guys? It's me, Brian D here, and today we are in Scott's 1970 El Camino. Now today I am here with Scott so that he can do a car review about his car. I know I haven't done a car review in a long time, and hopefully this little series can start up again and do all this stuff. So I'm gonna turn it over to Scott and he can talk about his 1970 El Camino.
This is my 1970 El Camino. I've had it for about 3 years, 4. I bought it when I was 16. So anyway, yeah, little background on it. When I bought it, it was kind of a piece of garbage. It had a lot of, it drove, but it wasn't like necessarily the best car to drive. It had a terrible gas mileage. It still does, but I'll get to that. There was leaking parts, leaking stuff, leaking power pumps and stuff like that. But I fixed it all, and it currently is my daily driver. And my little baby, my little project. So basically, I can start with the specs. It basically runs around 275 horsepower, which is what I get out of it. Not sure about the torque, foot-pounds, but it runs around 275. The engine, it's got a four-barrel quadrijet carburetor, and it's got Edelbrock intake. And otherwise, from that, the rest is stock. I didn't put too much into the engine because it's pretty expensive and I don't necessarily have the funds all the time. But from that, I also redid the AC recently, which is really nice to have back in this car. It's R12 AC, so it's really freaking cool, but it's nice to have at the same time. I like having it. So radiators all changed up, the cooling system's brand new, and we also did a disc conversion on it as well, so no more drum brakes. We did modern discs on it, which helps this thing stop, because I've definitely had a couple close calls with it in the past due to my drum brakes being complete trash. They like to lock up nice and early, but these ones, they stop the vehicle. Coming inside of the car, it's probably my more favorite part to work on, is the interior. Recently I changed, like I said, to the AC, but we also did the carpets, and we put some sound deadener underneath. That was really fun. We fixed the floor pans. They weren't in too bad of shape. They were a little rusty, but we fixed up the rust. Put some PR15 on it to help prevent it from any further rust. Then we put sound deadener on it, and it really blocks out some of the sound from the outside. You can still hear it, but I mean, it was worse. Trust me when I say it was worse. New carpet, new seats. Now we're trying to work on the headliner, get that all fixed up. But yeah, other from that, yeah, new audio system all around. That's really nice. New wiring and everything. And it's a fun car to work on. And from the outside too, I put in a new exhaust system. Before it was all rusty pipes, old stock muffler. The stock muffler didn't really sound that great. It didn't really bring out the tone of the car that it should. So recently I got new pipes, stainless steel pipes that don't rust, muffler as well. It was Delta 50 Flowmaster. They're not too bad of mufflers. They're not too loud and they're not too overwhelming. So they're just about right. So I really like them. Because you can still hear the rumble, but at the same time they're not this like super loud and obnoxious set of mufflers that you legit can't hear anything. So if you're going Flowmaster and you want that criteria, definitely go with the Delta 50s. I can go into more, but anyway, that's not really relevant at the time. Before I forget exactly what I had, like some stock wheel on it, but I changed them to Magnum 500s, which are really nice looking rims. They're my favorite ones on this type of vehicle. They're 14-inch tires, which is small, but these are really meaty, beefy tires, so you can really get around corners. Well, you can really, it has enough grip for it, because they're just beefy tires. They're not like these thin modern ones that you see, but they are a little small. They're not like 18 inches, but I don't really need that big of a tire. And I don't know, I mean, some vehicles they need it, but for me, I'm okay with this. I used to have 15 inches on it, but they rubbed up against the fender line, and that would cause for buying new suspension, which I do have on, by the way, a Hotchkiss suspension. But I didn't really want to buy a brand new all-around set of suspension just to support the tires. So yeah, in addition to the wheels, they're BF Goodrich radial TAs, the classic muscle car type tire. So they look nice and they really bring out the sexiness of this vehicle, in my opinion. But other from that, yeah, that's really all I could think of about this car. There's been a lot more, but I can't go through everything. But that's kind of the main parts that have been fixed on this car. But other from that, it's running solid. There's no problems with it mechanically. It does get not the best gas mileage in the world, but I mean, for a car, if you love a car and you drive it a lot, you don't really care. Especially a car like this, if you love it enough, gas mileage doesn't really mean anything. So that's how I feel about that. So yeah, that's it.
Alright guys, so that was a review of Scott's 1970 El Camino. If you do have any questions for him about the car or the 1970 Chevelle or anything like that, he will be the person to ask. So put those questions in the comments below and I'll direct those questions to him so that he can ask them for you. I apologize for the shakiness of this video. As you can see, I'm just holding my camera with my tripod. I don't have like a GoPro or anything to stick on the windshield for all those stationary shots just yet. So I'm saving money for that. But again, I apologize for the shakiness if it is like it is now, like bothering you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and I will catch you guys next time.